Okay, hello everyone. Today I'd like to talk to you guys about this piece of clothing, and if you don't know, I'm Hani, by the way. So I have owned this for a while, and maybe a while is actually an underestimation. I've had this at least for 5 years, and um, the story of this, I want to go back to 2018. 2018, I purchased, maybe, I'm not really sure. Maybe I purchased it even in 2017. I really don't know. I can't even actually remember. So, but for sure, I could remember an event where I actually wore this in 2018 and I actually loved wearing this. And at that time, I couldn't actually close the buttons that this has, any of them, um, because this was so small for me to close it. But at the same time, to close them, it's more than just one. But at the same time, I actually enjoyed wearing it that way. I had a body underneath on the top, and where I was wearing a jeans underneath, and I was actually enjoying it. I was so happy with it. And years or month actually go by, 2019, have reached a point in my body where I could actually close off probably the three or the four, skipping the first. The first was always open. I'm not really sure. So the three or the fourth buttons, and then the rest were open. And I was wearing underneath that pants. And again, I was so happy, first of all, that I could actually close it off. Second, that I could actually wear it now in a different way. And again, years go by, and 2020, I've reached a point in my body, and 2021, I've reached a point in my body where I could actually kind of close the lower ones, but it didn't actually look pretty. It actually looked like I was forcing it in my body, especially with the lower part of my body. So I actually didn't choose to wear it that way because it was, if I actually chose to do that, it would have been so bad. So, and along that time, especially since about 2020, I'm not really sure if it was the first part of it or the second or the last, but I started to use the changing your cells clearing loop. And it has actually helped me tremendously. It helped me with wearing some piece of clothes that I actually have never wore before for whatever reason, or I couldn't wear before because they fit, but it wasn't actually a good look, if you know what I mean. So there would be fats from certain areas or things along that side. So um, fast forward to a month ago or about 2 months ago, and again I was trying to wear it as a dress, and in my hips area I've noticed that I actually couldn't do that. It was not, again, it was not a good look, and it was something like, what's going on here, as you can see. So it was like this, and this is not good, this is not a good look. I don't know if you could agree with me or not, but it's not a good look. So along, well, it wasn't along, it was more of, on that period of time, I actually became aware that I had this point of view, I had this judgment about my body, that female bodies, especially Arabs, female bodies, or Arabians' bodies, Arabians' body, I'm not really sure. Is that a good grammar? I don't know. Um, actually their lower body would have been blank 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 blank, or should their lower body should be blank blank blank. And once I became actually aware of that, I worked on that. I actually did some clearings on it, and again facilitated myself with that, and I continued to actually use the change yourself. And I wasn't in any shape or form trying to force my body to look like any other body, but at the same time, I had my own preferences of what I wanted my body to look like. And at the same time, I had this one teeny tiny ambition of wearing this as a dress. I love this piece. If you can't tell, I love this piece. So, a week ago, I actually could wear this as a dress. And I was so thrilled that I actually could do that. I beyond words. And I'm sharing this with you guys, not just so you guys would think of getting or purchasing the Change Your Cells clearing lube, but also, if not that, or even more than that, I would like you guys to know and be aware that this is possible. This is possible. And I was someone who actually had a lot of dis-ease with my body. And there are still some areas where I'm actually having got with the full unlimited edition of ease that I actually want to reach. But I know that we live in a culture, we live in societies that take appearances so much seriously. And I'm not saying that we choose to go along with that, but I'm saying that in a sense, if you actually desire to choose something different with your body, this might be it for you. And I'm not saying that because, hey, go do that, go purchase that. Because at the same time, if you are a person who actually values so much the number in the scale, I'm going to tell you the number in the scale for me hasn't shifted that much. It hasn't. Sometimes it goes up, sometimes it goes down, but it actually hasn't changed that much. So if the number of the scale is what you value, you might not consider this as a win for you. It's not because it won't change or shift your body, but it's more because this is not about the number on the scale. This is about giving you the chance, giving your body the chance to shift with ease. And the actual clearing is about for changing your cells from fat cells to muscle cells. And if you have done any kind of research, you probably already know that muscle cells are heavier than fat cells. And it's actually better on the long run for longevity, for metabolism, and all of that, for you to actually have more muscle cells rather than fat cells. So, and in addition to all of that, this is not just about an invitation to something different and to a completely different reality. And if you have been following me for a while, you probably have seen me said this. Hi, this is Hanin, and this is your invitation to a completely different reality. But I would like you to also understand this is not about me offering the free size solution. That solution that would fit everyone, that would change everyone, that would work on everything. For the life of me, I still cannot figure out what is the actual size of this dress. And I would love to know, because there's some part of me that would love to categorize me, my body, to a certain size. And I get that. I'm aware of that. And aware how much this reality is actually obsessed with this. And obsessed is probably is an underestimation. So again, this is not about me offering you a free size solution that would fit everyone, that would fit everybody. This is me, first and foremost, showing you a different reality. Second, this is for me, first and foremost, saying, hey, if you have been actually looking for something different, this might be it. And truly, truly, truly ask your body, will this contribute to me? Will this clearing lube contribute to me? And even when you get it, continue to actually ask that, because there have been a period of times where I actually decided to stop using it. I just took a break for no apparent reason. Not because that's how you're supposed to use it, or that's how it's supposed to be done, or any of that. I actually just chose to take a break. And even I chose to take a break without even supposedly asking my body. And speaking of asking my body, I have been actually doing 12 days for bodies, and I've been doing it in Arabic, but it's not that I'm just using this and I'm going and living my life unaware. Because as I have mentioned earlier, I became aware of a point of view that was actually shaping my body. And how many of those do we actually have? And I keep saying this to you guys, especially to my English speaking audience. If you actually desire to have with me any certain kind of classes, just ask. Just ask, because um I don't want to go and say I'm afraid, but I'm a bit hesitant of actually doing something for you guys and you guys not being interested. It's not that I would lose anything, aside from time. um, that's just ironic. But ask and you shall receive. Truly ask and you shall receive. You shall receive. So I will put the link for the Change Your Cells somewhere. And do actually read the description. Do actually read the description. And I'm still not sure where I'm going to post this video, but do read the description of the material, of the clearing loop, that is. And truly, how does it get better than this? May this or something far, far, far greater happens.